to the travel chaos many people are experiencing as thousands of flights are canceled today alone across the country because of the government shutdown.
Yeah, so the cancellation is severely impacting all local airports, and with Thanksgiving less than 3 weeks away, there's growing concern, of course, about the potential impact.
Yeah, so what can you do if you plan to travel soon or know someone who is? Let's get the answer from senior aviation reporter for The Point's Guy, Cudahy. Sean, thanks again for being here today.
Good to be with you.
All right, so let's first just jump in. How are airlines helping travelers kind of navigate what's going on? It's so much uncertainty.
Yeah, the biggest thing we've seen from airlines so far is that they've made their policies a little bit more flexible. So even if you're flying, a lot of us at some point in the past have flown on one of those really restrictive basic economy tickets that basically don't allow you to make any changes. Right now, we're seeing a number of airlines issue these flexible travel waivers that pretty much allow you to go in and within reason, make some changes to your ticket, even if you're on one of those restrictive tickets. Some airlines are also letting you cancel your flight and get a refund, basically for no reason, even if you just are looking at the situation right now and saying, I would rather stay home instead of traveling. Not every airline, but we are seeing that some.
And what should you do, or should travelers do? Is it better to avoid connecting flights? I noticed that you posted online that the CEO of Frontier said, buy another ticket. He took that down. But what should you do?
So the interesting thing about buying another ticket. So if you have points and you book a ticket and then you want to cancel it, you can actually get those points back. So that is definitely one option. We love to talk about that here at The Point Sky. Definitely a good way that your points can kind of come in handy during a difficult situation. Also, if you can book a refundable ticket and get that money back, if you end up being able to kind of cancel that if your first flight gets out on time, that's an option. But really, I think the more practical thing for travelers at this point is just to stay glued to that airline app. Stay glued to your email. If you have a trip coming up, you bought your ticket online, chances are the airline has your contact information. But make sure you're opting into all of the push notifications on the airline's app. I hate when I hear, a lot of time it's inevitable, but you end up waiting on hold for hours with an airline. A lot of time you can just go in and rebook yourself with a few taps of your finger.
Okay, so are there certain routes or locations that aren't impacted by the cancellations that we're seeing?
Yeah, that's the tough thing. We've heard so much about the 40 airports where the FAA has, mandated these cuts. Obviously, all three airports here in the New York area, impacted by this. But really, this is, going to be an effects that are going to be felt all across the country. Long haul international, most airlines are kind of leaving those flights intact. We're talking about big planes that carry hundreds of passengers. Think about all the trouble that the airline would have to go through to rebook all those passengers. So far, we have seen more disruptions when it comes to regional jets, regional flights. So think about, Delta Airlines, Delta Connection, United has United Express, American Eagle for American Airlines. So a lot more of those flights being impacted so far.
Smaller flights. Really, really quickly here, Thanksgiving travel begins in 19 days. Are we in trouble there?
I think the big question at this point is how long does the shutdown go on? But there are concerns that even if the government were to reopen in the next few days, that there could be some lingering impact. Unfortunately, I don't know that we can guarantee a smooth sailing Thanksgiving at this point.
Cudahy from The Point Sky, thank you.